Yeah, wild weekend, y'all. We got UFC 288. And as you saw, my predictions were wrong. Henry Cejudo did not win, even though I did think he won. I thought he won rounds 2, 4, and 5. Obviously, the judges didn't see that. He was dejected as hell after the fight. He sounded like he was going to retire. He had his gloves in his hand. I thought he was going to leave his gloves in the center of the ring. Then we had that cringy as hell stare down between O'Malley and Sterling. And listen, Dana White needs to know, like, he's a veteran in this industry. We saw it with Nate Diaz and was it Jake Shields? And now it wasn't Jake Shields. Oh, KJ Noons back in the Strikeforce or Elite XC ass days. They did a face-off in the ring. It's on YouTube. People go check that out. It's on YouTube. But yeah, they did a face-off in the ring, which then that ended up leading into a melee. You know, we've seen similar issues happen in the past. Jason Mayhem Miller had an issue in the past where he went after somebody post-fight. So, yeah, I don't know why he would bring O'Malley in the ring to do that. It was cringy. Their trash talk was cringy. Let the champion enjoy his moment. Savor his victory. Shout out Marab, though, taking O'Malley's jacket. O'Malley had a Thriller-like jacket from Michael Jackson. He then took the jacket, put it on in the ring, wouldn't give it back. Oh, man. So then that started a little melee. Sorry. And Dana White knew it was stupid. He even said it after the fight in the press conferences. He said it was a stupid move.
Yeah, I've had better ideas than what I did tonight. Not a great idea, but yes, he's next.
Yeah, when you bring him into the cage and they have the face-off and then you slowly see it start to escalate with Marab, do you just think, I should?
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Hey, sometimes you get a little caught up. I understand. You'll get a little caught up. But good fight, man. Again, I thought it was 2-3-5 for Cejudo. Oh, no, 2-4-5, sorry. 2-4-5 for Cejudo. Shout out to Sterling, though. Sterling really dug down. And honestly, I have no problem with him getting the decision. I don't think Cejudo took the belt from the champion. When you're the champion, you're at the top, and they have to take the belt. They have to be convincing. And I don't think it was convincing enough. So salute to Sterling. I'm excited to see that O'Malley fight. I think O'Malley will be no challenge compared to Cejudo. So I think Sterling will be able to take care of him easy. Interesting, after the fight, though, Dana White said Merab Dvalishvili would have that fight next in line for the title shot immediately if he wanted it, and he doesn't want it. The reason being because their camps are the same. I think what's going to happen there is maybe Sterling beats O'Malley, then he moves up, then you got the window open for Merab. That seems to be the obvious way forward. Then we have Bilal beating Gilbert. Gilbert, of course, tore something in his arm in that first round. Bilal was fighting amazing, though. Those body kicks were killing him. That's a guy who's always improved throughout his whole career. So Dana White says he's next. Got the winner of Kobe and Leon. Both those guys are tough fights for him. But yeah, you see the steady progress with Bilal throughout his career. From the Ultimate Fighter. He's not good in really any one area. His wrestling's amazing. But he's just like, there's nothing that stands out. He's not star quality. He's just a really good guy, a funny guy. And he definitely deserves it. So that's good. What else? What was on the card? Oh, we had Kron Gracie embarrass himself. Oh my God, Kron Gracie embarrassed himself. Hey, listen. Dana White said after the fight, that was a fight for the 90s.
You know, I like Kron a lot, and he's a good kid. He came in very limited tonight. Very limited. You know, it was like coming out of a time capsule in 1995. You know what I mean? Tough way to try to win a fight these days.
Barely you see anybody do that nowadays. Just try to fight for the takedown, go for the takedown. And the announcers even said it in the last fights. When he versed Cub Swanson, he showed good boxing. But I don't know what he was doing now. It's been a few years. It's COVID, everything. You know, who knows what's happened in his gym. He's also with the Diaz brothers. If you guys remember, Nick Diaz had said there was problems with his gym back in the come up to his last fight versus Robbie Lawler. So they're all one family. Maybe that, you know, extended into Kron Gracie, but Jesus. Now he's 5-2. And yeah, he didn't really like pose any threat. He was just getting pieced up, standing up. When he went to the ground, he was dangerous. But, you know, once you get into the later rounds, you get sweaty, slippery. It becomes harder and harder. You need other tools in your pocket for that. And he just didn't have them. So, solid fight card.